Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is John and welcome to my vlog. Anyway guys, as I promised from the last vlog, which is the vlog that I released last week, I promised that I will make a Q&A, so I listed down 10 questions that I will answer in this video. And before that, I just want to ask each one of you who's viewing this video, please click subscribe button, because I just saw in my YouTube analytics that the majority of people who's viewing my YouTube account or watching my videos are not subscribed. So it would be great and I'll be so happy if you will click the subscribe button below. So anyway, let's begin this question and answer. Anyway guys, before we start, I just want to claim that all the things that I'm gonna say here, or all the words that will come out from my mouth, are just my opinion. So don't come after me if you don't, if you ever disagree or something, because I just want to give my opinion and suggestions to people who's asking me some questions. Anyway guys, all the questions that I wrote here are the questions that you commented on my YouTube account, and some of this are also came from my Instagram messages. So if ever one of your question is not here, then I will do another one for the next vlog. So you know, there's always time, So alright, let's begin. Question number 1. Is the application of Canada and Finland are the same? Actually, first of all, I'm not a visa counselor or I'm not a visa advisor. So I don't know what's the process of the application in Canada because I never really check it. But I am 100% sure that they are different. Even here in Finland, applying for universities here in Finland are all different. So I am sure that it's also different in Canada. Like for example, like here in Finland, some universities here requires English proficiency certificate or like IELTS, but some university doesn't require it as long as you have like the English curriculum from your previous school or university. So I am 100% sure that they are different, and I think Canada is more strict when it comes to like applying for university, and I've heard it's more expensive. Second question, am I studying in Finland? Yes, I am studying here in Finland. I am doing my master's. I am studying Masters of Engineering in Information Technology. I'm not yet done, but I finished all my subjects and I only need to do my thesis. Then after my thesis, I can graduate. Hopefully this year or maybe the springtime next year. It's taking me forever because studying here is not easy. It requires so much effort, which is I think normal in every university. It's also one of the reasons why I can't vlog all the time because of my study, because I'm writing so much content for my thesis. So yeah, after I finish my thesis, I promise guys, I will make more content and vlog for you. So third question is, what else you can do in Finland during November? Actually, I live here in Helsinki and Finland is very massive. November here in Helsinki is dark and just raining all the time and windy. So I don't really recommend to stay outside because there's nothing really much you can do. But if you have enough money and if you want to travel more, then I recommend you to go to Lapland, because for sure during November Lapland is already winter. So I just recommend you to go there. But here in Helsinki, what I can recommend is to maybe just go visit like small villages like Porvoo, Hämeenlinna, or small cities like the nearby cities like Tampere, Turku, or even Jyväskylä. I recommend doing those. And in Helsinki, I highly recommend to check out the library. It's one of the best library I've seen in my entire life. It's actually located in Helsinki. It's called Ode, whatever. But yeah, it's super amazing. You will be shocked, and I am 100% sure that if you visit it, you will like it. So number 4 question, can you convert your Schengen Tourist visa to a residence permit? Actually good question. I don't know guys if I can really give you a advice for this one, and to be honest, I don't really know the answer for this one. But from what I've heard from other people that have done it, it's possible. But from what I've heard as well, it requires so much backup information. I don't know guys if I can recommend this, but I mean, it's much better if you will do your own research about this, because I don't want to give any advice from my side, because first of all, I've never done this. So yeah, I think just do your own research. And first of all guys, I hope you know that I'm not a visa advisor or visa counselor or something like that. So please, questions like this are just so hard to answer. So if I were you, just do your own research and don't believe whatever you see on the internet or whatever you see on someone else's blog, because it might put you in, trouble, or maybe it just make you more confused. So I think the best recommendation I can give is to just go to the official website of the immigration and start from there. DIY or with agency application. So first of all, I have done myself with the agency, and it was very smooth. Like, I didn't really do so much. I just sent them all my documents and they processed everything. So there was no hassle, and the agency who handled me are very, very friendly. So all my questions were answered properly, and they're very, very professional. So if you guys want me to link you to my visa counselor, just message me on my Instagram at John Ventures. Bachelors or masters? This is actually really tricky, and I don't really know if I can give you a proper advice for this one, because it actually depends on you. It's your choice. To answer these questions, I think I will just give my experience. So I got my degree in Philippines, my bachelor's degree in information technology in the Philippines. And I really like the field where I am right now. I'm working as a software engineer, and so far I really like it. I enjoyed it, and I worked as a software engineer as well in Singapore. So I would just go for masters. I will just enroll myself for masters, which is currently I'm doing right now, because it's aligned. So I don't get confused of whatever I want to do in the future, because so far I'm really liking what I'm doing right now, which is making websites. So yeah, I decided to get my master's so I can, get a higher salary, a higher position here in Finland. So yeah, it actually depends. But if you are studying IT and you don't like IT anymore, you can apply for another bachelor course here in Finland. It depends on you. It depends on what do you want to do in the future. To sum up, I highly recommend that before you come here in Finland, think wisely, think properly of what do you want to do in your life. Think what kind of profession or path do you want to do in the future, because you will only do this once in your life. So don't waste money and don't waste time. Conversion of Type B residence permit to Type A residence permit. Okay, I think a lot of you got confused from my previous vlog 2 months ago. Okay, here's my situation. I will explain it again. When I moved here in Finland, I applied for a residence permit ties with the study, and I got residence permit Type B. And after 8 months, I got a full-time job and I applied for another visa. And when I applied for that visa, I got residence permit Type A, but it ties as working or employed visa or something like that. But on this year, 2022, beginning of this year, they changed the rule that if you will apply for a student visa, you are automatically gonna get a residence permit Type A. So it means you don't have to worry about changing your visa from Type B to Type A. I am sure that I'm gonna get this question. Yes, I'm studying for free because I have a residence permit type A, but it's ties with working or employed visa. So if you apply as a student, you are gonna get a residence permit type A, but it's ties for study. So it means you are still required to pay for your tuition fee. So to summarize, just because you have a residence permit type A, it means you are entitled to have a free tuition fee. It's not like that. So my recommendation for this is do your own research, because it's a new rule, it's a new law. I don't know what's gonna happen if you get a full-time job. Will you be able to study for free? I am not sure about that anymore because it's a new one and I have never met anyone that have done it yet. So do more research, email your university or email the immigration for it to be clarified. Next question, how much is the tuition fee? Well, actually it depends on the university where you're at, or it depends what kind of degree you are gonna get. So for example, like here in Helsinki, I think the normal price of the university here are around 11,000 euro or more or less, like 10,000 more plus. It depends. Like here in the city, of course, it's more expensive because you are in the city. But if you're gonna go more north, like for example, like in Jyväskylä, Tampere, it's gonna get cheaper. But if you're gonna go more further, like for example, like Oulu or like the northern part of Finland, it's way cheaper. It's like, I think you can get like a degree for like 8,000 euro, 5,000 euro or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure it's cheaper. Okay, one of the reasons why studying in Helsinki or big cities here in Finland is more expensive, it's because you pay much higher tax. So that's one of the reasons, but it's all fine because it's much better to study in a bigger city because you will get much opportunity to work. You will be exposed more in like big companies. So if I still remember correctly, my tuition fee for 1 year, like total package of my university, I think it was 11,000 euro or 11,500, something like that. So yeah, it's actually expensive. But of course, since I got my new visa, I didn't have to pay for the next year. So it was free. Can you work while you're studying? Yes, you can work while you're studying. During my time, 2 years ago, I was only allowed to work 25 hours a week. But now, with this new law that was just released this year, you are now entitled to work 30 hours per week. And of course, when it's holiday, when there's no school, you can work as long as you want. You can work like more than 30 hours. There's no limit if it's holiday. There's a lot of like part-time jobs here in Finland, like working in a bar, working in a restaurant, working as a sales, working in a mail house. There's so many options. It just depends on what you can do. Okay, final question. Why I recommend Finland? Really good question. Okay, for me, I love Finland. I love the people here. I love the working environment. I love how respectful the people are. There's thousands of reasons why I love Finland. To be honest, like, I don't think I can even move out from this country. I don't really see myself like going to another country because I previously lived in Singapore and I left Singapore. Now I'm in a better country, which is Finland, that I really love so much. I think I will just give you top 5 reasons why I love Finland so much. So number 1 is, the most important for me is the working environment. There is no other country that you can compare to Finland when it comes to like working environment. People here are so respectful. People here are so generous. People here don't really push you to the limits. They value you so much as a worker. Number 2 is, it's inside European Union. So it means I am allowed to travel to like more or less 20 countries. I am allowed to travel like even in Mexico. Like I don't need to apply for a visa in Mexico as long as I have the Schengen visa, which is cool, right? Number 3 is security. I feel so safe here. You know, if you walk outside middle of the night, I don't know, I don't think something wrong will happen to you because you know, it's just really safe here. Like, I never really heard anyone get hurt or get robbed in the last 2 years. So yeah, safety is definitely one of it. Number 4 is the people here. People here is so quiet, but they're very respectful. You know, like my neighbors. They respect whatever I do, and if ever I need something, if ever I need help, they offer their help. That's how amazing they are. Number 5 is, I don't know how to explain it, but I would say that it's good for long term. Now that I have a residence permit type A, my next application will be permanent residence permit because I have a residence permit type A for 4 years. So the next application would be permanent residence, which is great because I'll be a permanent resident in this amazing country. And then after that, once I am confident enough with my Finnish skills, I can apply for a citizenship, which is great, and you can even get a dual citizen here in Finland. Unlike in other countries that you are only allowed to have a single citizenship, but here in Finland they allow to have like multiple citizenship. So that's a big point because I don't want to get rid of my Philippine passport because I still want to be a Filipino. Finnish passport is like, I think, one of the top 5 strongest passport in the world, so it would be great if you have it. And also it's really good to start a family here because studying is free, you get benefits from the government and the government support you as well. So yeah, that's it guys. I hope you learned something from me, and I can do another Q&A version number 2. All you need to do is to just write all your questions in the comment sections or message me on my Instagram. Then I will do a round 2 of this Q&A. So yeah, I really hope guys you learned something from me, and I also hope that I answered your question properly. So yeah, if you have more questions, just go smash my comment section. Anyway, I have another vlog upcoming next week, which is gonna be related to my travel experience. So I will explain how can I travel for free sometimes, how can I get a free accommodation, and I will explain everything in the next vlog. So thank you and see you later. Boom.